everyone, happy Wednesday. I am in front of the camera today because I have a very special virtual yarn shopping edition to show you. This is a new collection of yarn called MUSKOKA Yarn Goddess, hand-dyed creative musings. So these yarns will be only available right here at Muskoka Yarn Connection, either in person or for mail order. And this has been a summer project that I've been working on with the help and inspiration of a special 10-year-old little girl who felt that at this time in the world we needed some bright, happy, uplifting colors, just to bring a little bit of joy to everybody's knitting needles or crochet hooks. So I couldn't help but agree, and so all the colors have to pass inspection by my happy, joyful color inspector. So right now we have 2 bases available. We did a lovely launch party out in the woods at the Secret Garden Arts Festival on Sunday in Vancouver, which is about 20 minutes from here. And it was just lovely to get all the support of the community and the knitters and the crocheters and feel that it's something that is being seen and appreciated. So there are 2 bases. The first base, which is right across the front of the table, I'll bring the colors up and show them closer to the camera. The first base is Echo Alpaca. It's 70% superwash fine alpaca and 30% nylon. It is a fingering weight, so it is ideal for socks, shawls, wrist warmers. I've got some projects to show you that have been knit up in these pretty colors. Also nice for a very lightweight sweater, cardigan, vest, or hat. It has beautiful drape for anyone who has not knit with alpaca before. It has a much more silky texture that feels like it slides across your fingers and your needles. It's also hyperallergenic for some people who cannot wear sheep wool, and it has a beautiful drape. Whatever you knit in it, such as a shawl, this was done with one skein, just has amazing lightness but also drape. So we do love the alpaca yarns. So that one is 400 yards, 100 grams, and retails for $34 a skein. We have 9 colors, and these will be dyed in very small batches. So once one batch is gone, that color is completely gone, and we'll move on to new colors. So if there's a color that you see and you have any interest in, please message me or leave a comment, or contact the store at 705-645-5819, and we will reserve it for you. And then the second base is going into a little bit heavier weight. This is a DK weight. This one is called Smoosh, and the name is very apt once you give a skein a squeeze or a smoosh. You'll know exactly where the name came from. And these are also 100 grams. This is all natural, no nylon. It is 50% merino, 25 baby alpaca, and 25% mulberry silk. So it's a very delicious blend of natural fiber, and it also has lovely drape thanks to the baby alpaca. Yardage is 246, and size of needles that would be suggested for a project would be 3 1/4, 3 1/2, up to a 4 millimeter. I have knit a hat on a 4 millimeter. I'll bring it up closer to the camera so you can see it, and I think it works lovely on a 4. That's my personal needle choice. So we will have at least 4 colors in Smoosh, and then in October we'll be moving up the scale in terms of thickness of yarn, and we will have a heavy Aran weight, which is also a blend of alpaca, and it'll be nice for vests, cardigans, pullovers as winter approaches. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start showing you the colors in the Echo Alpaca first, and hold them up to the camera. starting at the far right, we have Endearment. And Endearment is a very soft palette of pinks and lilacs, cream, and a very soft bluish gray. So that is color number 1, Endearment. And it was selling very quickly today, actually. And then we're going into the very calm blue-green. This is called Reflection. So there's 2 to 3 shades of greens, and then there is almost a medium denim blue. That's one of my favorite colors. And next up we have Sif, named after the goddess with the golden hair. And this is really similar to Lemon Meringue shading. It's a bright, bright yellow, creamy undertones. So if you're thinking of delicious desserts, I would say lemon meringue and lemon cheesecake. And it's a color that pairs really well with the pinks and the corals and the lilac shades. As I'm showing you, we're going down the line. That's color number 3. And this one, next one up, is Devotion. And that has a nice bright rosy lilac, some hot pink, and very pale, pale pink as well. So 3 to 4 shades. Just colors that spark joy in your projects. So you will not see any moody colors in this collection at all. And next up is Elation. And again, these are 400-yard skeins, so they will give you lots of opportunity to pick projects. And this one is peachy pinks, corals, cream. I would say it's probably the softest of the collection. And then we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, color number 6, Enchantment. So this has medium tone turquoise, medium rose, undertones of light turquoise, cream, and a denim blue. Be sure to give a little like if you see any of the colors that you like, because then I know what colors we should dye more of. And I would have to say this might be the favorite color of all so far. This one is called Kismet, and it has a very special name to do with a special friend. So this is shades of lavender, purple, gray, dove gray, and cream. And then we have colorway called Intention, and it is a bluey green, soft, watery tones, and a little bit of a soft lime green as well, hidden in there. So medium blues, pale greens to medium green, and a tiny touch of lime green or spring green. And this one is called Intention. Now we have knit up a pair of socks in Intention, so I can show you what it looks like and how it translates onto the knitting needles. So there you can see the little pops of lime green and how the blue and the soft green palette just blend into each other. This is a top-down sock design. It's the second in our Happiness Socks project, which features one new sock pattern each month, and it is knit on 2.5 millimeter one skein It's a beautiful pattern, very simple to knit, very elastic in that super fine alpaca mixed with nylon for durability. I would never suggest knitting a pair of socks out of pure alpaca or alpaca and merino. I really think you need to have the nylon for durability in the heel and the toe, and also for washing. So this is the same color that I just showed you on the screen, and that is Intention. It's always nice to see how the color translates into a knitted project. Is it stripy? Is it variegated? Is it speckled? This one is just a very soft tone on tone. So we do have the patterns in store for the sock pattern, which is called Tranquil Morning Socks. It is on Ravelry, and I will put the link down below. The pattern features two sizes, so you can make a narrow sock mid-calf height, such as the one I've just shown you, or a shop sample, or you can make a larger sock for somebody with a larger calf. Okay, and the last color in the Echo Alpaca lineup is Illumination. And that one features medium pinks, soft pinks, tangerine, yellows, and cream. So if you're thinking of ice cream, I would say it's sherbet colored, orange sherbet, strawberry, and lemon sherbet. So that is Illumination, 400 yards per skein. And it's also the featured color in this beautiful little shawl, which takes only one skein of 400 yards, and it's worked from the top down. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll put the link down below. It's called Glitz at the Ritz. It gives you the option of knitting in beads throughout the entire shawl, or just working them in the bottom border. What I have done is work them in the lace section and right on the picot border, as per the instructions. I did not knit them in the entire shawl because I wasn't sure if I had enough beads, but as it turned out, I would have had enough. And then the last sample knit up in the Echo Alpaca is a pair of wrist warmers, ideal for the weather, the changing weather that we're having in Muskoka. If your hands are a bit cold and you're trying to grip a cold steering wheel in the car, then you can just pull these out of your purse. So these are knit on 4 needles. And with one skein of the Echo Alpaca, you would have enough to knit 2 pairs, or you can make yourself a little cozy headband to go with it. So the colorway that we have used is Endearment. But they would look great in any color, and they just have that really silky feel of superfine alpaca. So the pattern for the wrist warmers is on Ravelry and in store. It's called Still Waters Wristlets. And again, 100 gram skein, $34 each skein. Will make a lovely pair. They knit up in just a couple of evenings because you don't have the full mitten to deal with. Just a little thumb gusset, a bit of ribbing, and then a nice lace pattern up the center of it. Needle size will be 2.75 and 3 millimeter in the double point needles. So that's now 3 samples I've shown you in Echo Alpaca. So we're going to move on to the DK weight. This one is called Smoosh, and it is an absolutely irresistible squeezable yarn, which consists of all natural fibers, baby alpaca, merino, and mulberry silk, which you can probably see. There is a sheen. I love the twist to the fiber, and I love the way it knits up and drapes. So we have two colors in store right now. This is called Radiance, and it is 246 yards. So we've got a nice creamy base with pops of bright pink and soft purple. And I have knit up a hat in this color, which takes one skein. So there you can see how it translates onto a knitted fabric. So nice little speckles in the hot pink, and then a soft overall creamy color mixed in with lavender and purple. And this hat fits just a little bit slouchy. I was going to put a pom-pom on the top because I have enough yarn left over, and I have since decided that it just needs to be slouchy and resting at the back of the head instead of sitting straight up with the pom-pom on top. But of course the choice is up to you. You might like to sew on a faux fur pom-pom or make your own. So this pattern again will be on Ravelry. It's in store in hard copy, and I'll put the link down below. There are two sizes in the pattern, and it's knit on 3.75 and 4 millimeter. And then the other color choice, which I've just sold before the video started for the same hat, has shades of minty green, pale green, and then interesting little pops of lime green hidden throughout. So it's quite a neutral color, and this colorway is called Sensation. And we did have somebody on Sunday who picked this color to knit a baby blanket. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. It's going to have lovely drape and breathability because it's all natural. Okay, so I think those are all the colors. I haven't missed any, hopefully not. So it's just an introduction to a new collection of yarn exclusive to Muskoka Yarn Connection here in Bracebridge, Ontario. And the yarn company is Muskoka Yarn Goddess, hand-dyed creative musings. If you're wondering what the creative musings are, there are little hidden surprises in every skein of the yarn, which is much like finding a prize in the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. So I will leave that to you to discover. Once you start winding the yarn and working with it, you will release and unveil the surprise. So thanks everybody for watching today. If you have any questions about any of the products I've shown you today or anything in the store, please don't hesitate to contact me, leave a message, send an email, or call the shop at 705-645-5819.